Good morning. Welcome to Industrial Relations Law. I'm your host, Dr. Krell. Before we get started, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is that you will not have to spend as much time in Zoom in this class as you were expecting. The bad news is that you're going to have to be significantly more self-directed and self-motivated to succeed in the class. Let me explain. When the dean came to me and said, "You need to teach industrial relations law," I told him, "I don't know Caribbean industrial relations law." And he said, "It'll be fine. You just," and anyway, rather than give you the blow by blow, I didn't ask for this course. I don't know the relevant law. And I recognize that that is not something that course directors at UE normally admit. And in fact, I can go ahead and tell you that the first time I taught every course that I ever taught at UE, that was the situation. I didn't know the details of the relevant law. The difference between those courses and industrial relations law is that there's no book for industrial relations law. So I can't sort of do the practice that all of your professors do with material that they aren't familiar with, which is stay about a week ahead of the class in terms of reading and make sure that, they sort of know a couple of things that aren't found in the reading, right? I can't even do that. I would literally be building this out of scratch. And I don't have the time for that. And I don't have the energy for that. And I don't have the resources for that. So instead, we're going to be doing this course as a project together, where we're going to try and learn the law together. So the way that this course is going to be structured is that it is going to meet asynchronously. We're not going to waste each other's time by getting together for me to lecture on a topic that I know nothing about. Instead, this course is going to be project-based. We are each going to take responsibility for communicating labor law for a given country in the Caribbean. And we're going to produce for one another, a short discussion of what industrial relations law in each country is like. And there will be a memo posted to e-learning that tells you what you need to do and what you need to communicate in your memo. And then I will also provide you with a sample memo that addresses industrial relations law in the United States, which is what I actually know, right? This is not intended to tell you that you need to learn American law. You do not. It is just as an example of what you are going to be tasked with doing. You'll sign up through e-learning for the country that you want to do. The syllabus has a space for every English-speaking Caribbean country. If you speak Spanish or French and you want to do your research on a Francophone or Hispanic Caribbean country, that's fine. I won't argue with you. Heck, if you speak Dutch and you want to do your research on Suriname or St. Martin, that's okay too, right? You're not going, all of these things are options for you, but I know that the English-speaking countries need to be covered. And so we will definitely cover those. I'm not going to require the French or Spanish or Dutch countries unless there's someone who wants to do them and speaks the language. So yeah, that's how this is going to work. There's not going to be any lectures. You're going to produce written work at the end of the semester, as long as you have submitted your written work over the course of the semester and you submit a final exam that engages with the material, you'll pass the class. Can't promise that you'll get an A, right? A's are reserved for excellence, but you'll pass the class. You're welcome to reach out with any concerns that you have and anything that you want to discuss. So your choice. Happy to discuss things with you in more detail. Thanks. Have a good one.